All right, moving on. Kate Marie 123. How many supplements do you take? Specifics? What do I eat in a day? All right, so that's a pretty big question, but let's start with supplements. So supplements, I don't take a ton, and I enjoy cycling different supplements in and out. I enjoy the process of trying new things. But in general, I would say staples for me are a good quality protein powder. You guys know that we work with Keon, we work with Momentous. They make wonderful options. So those are fantastic. You don't need to take I take a protein, on days where I just find it a convenient way to hit my protein target. So there's that. I take creatine every day. I take about 5 grams of creatine every day. That's important to take every day. You want to make sure that your muscles are staying saturated with creatine. I take astaxanthin every day, 24 milligrams of AX3 astaxanthin, which is a brand that I work with. They're wonderful. Astaxanthin is a carotenoid that's been shown to be really beneficial to skin health, eye health, brain health. I think it's a really powerful longevity nutrient, protects your cells from the inside out from oxidative stress. So I'm a big fan of astaxanthin. What else? When I'm traveling, I do take AG1 with me on the road. I enjoy that. I take CocoVia. I work with CocoVia now, which is they produce a really wonderfully, rigorously studied cocoa flavanol supplement, which has pretty good evidence. They fund all this evidence. CocoVia is owned by Mars, so they've got all the money in the world, and they've funded some really cool studies showing how cocoa flavanols can boost cardiovascular health, brain health. So I take that. I use my Element electrolyte packets. Generally, I take one a day of those. I'm trying to think of what else I have in my supplement drawer. What? Live On Labs is great for hitting my... Oh, I take Live On Labs, on a nightly basis because Live On Labs makes a great magnesium threonate. Yeah, I take that before I go to bed because there was a study that came out that found that 1,000 milligrams of magnesium threonate before bed improved some markers of sleep quality. And so I have been enjoying taking that, which is that at that dose. The Live On Labs magnesium supplement is at that, I think, 1,000 milligram dose. So that's great. I take magnesium generally, like magnesium glycinate earlier in the day. But that's pretty much it. Vitamin D, I'll take sometimes. Fish oil. Oh, I do take fish oil. Fish oil's great. I take 1 to 2 grams of combined EPA and DHA every day from Peori. Yeah, but those are all the basics. Those are all like the evidence-based, lots of data on those supplements. And then I'll enjoy cycling things out. We work with a brand called Fatty 15, so I've tried taking that. I've tried Timeline Nutrition's MitoPure. So whenever I decide to work with a brand, I look at the science that exists, and they'll send me a bunch of their product, obviously, because I would never endorse or even, educate around a nutrient or a supplement, a nutraceutical that I wouldn't personally take myself, that I don't believe is safe to take myself. And so I'll try different things variously and see how I feel. Most supplements, you don't actually feel an impact. I'm sure many of you guys have noticed this. It's over the long term that you'll see, maybe biomarkers start to improve and whatnot. But yeah, it's all part of the fun. So I love that I get to do this, and hope that answers that. And Kate Marie also asked what I eat in a day. Well, I generally eat like a protein-rich diet, heavy on the animal source protein, dark leafy greens, whole fruits, things like that. I do, as I mentioned earlier, I do eat the occasional ultra-processed food. Big fan of Quest chips, protein chips, no affiliation there, but that's a really great way to, get an extra 20 grams of protein in at the end of the day while I'm watching whatever's on Netflix. I also enjoy the occasional protein bar. You guys probably know, because I've shared them a bunch of times on Instagram, but I love Build bars. Built or Build, I always forget, but the puffs, they're great. And yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much it. Obviously, I can get a lot more granular, but I don't want to bore you guys. I mean, how I eat is pretty much what I preach. So lots of animal source foods. I eat red meat probably, almost every day, I would say. I also eat poultry. I eat lots of eggs, lots of egg whites. Depending on whether I'm trying to like bulk up or cut, I'll modulate my intake of dietary fat, including even extra virgin olive oil, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later because I know there were a few questions about fat loss, so I'll get to that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey, if you liked that video, you need to check out this one here, and I'll see you there.